Most people assume that the capital of China, Beijing, is the largest city in the country. But when you look at China's total population versus only the number of people living within the city limits, you might be surprised to learn which city truly holds that distinction. The population of China is approximately 1.4 billion people. Let's take a look at what makes China's 10 biggest cities so big, and how they compare to other cities in China and the world. In this video, we've rounded up the 10 biggest cities in China, from historic cities and quaint villages to great living opportunities. Do you like to travel? Are you curious about everything that the world has to offer? Well then make sure you subscribe to our channel and leave this video a like if you enjoyed it. Also, don't forget to tap on the bell icon and turn on notifications. Without further ado, let's get started. Number 10. Wuhan. With an area of 3,280 square miles, Wuhan is a fast-growing city. There are many exciting aspects of life in Wuhan, and there are many reasons why Wuhan has such a large population of about 8,718,000. It's home to several universities. So many young people from other parts of China come to study here. In addition to these universities, there are also over 50 colleges located within the city limits, as well as 4 significant colleges for higher education for undergraduates. The other reason for Wuhan's size is industry. This area produces about 30% of all metal pipes made in China. There is also a heavy production of chemicals and pharmaceuticals. This means that plenty of jobs are available for people in these industries. Wuhan is not the most interesting highlight of China. Still, there's plenty to do in and around the city to keep you entertained for a day or 3. You could visit Yellow Crane Tower, Wuhan East Lake Sukara Garden, Guian Buddhist Temple, or walk across the Wuhan Yangtze Great Bridge. The center of this city is Zhonghan Shopping Street. This is where most of the shops, restaurants, and bars are. It's also one of the busiest places in the city. The street is a nice mix of old and new. Number 9. Xian. As the ancient capital of 13 imperial dynasties, Xian's size equals 13 times that of New York and 6 times that of London, with a population that's about twice the size of Sydney's. It looks like a modern city, but its real beauty lies in the unparalleled historical and cultural atmosphere. Overall, the city has an area of about 3,800 square miles, and the resident population is 8,785,000. Xian is best known to many for its terracotta warriors, an army of clay sculptures from ancient times. Located in central China, well over 800 miles from the east coast metropolis of Shanghai, Xian is one of the last major urban areas before the poorer regions of the west. The tourist attractions in Xian are almost too many to mention, but almost all of them date from the distant past. It is one of the few Chinese cities with a largely intact city wall that was built at the beginning of the Ming Dynasty. With a length of 8.7 miles, it is also one of the longest. The drum and bell towers projecting above the old center from which enemy armies could be seen also date back from this time. Located in the south of Xian, you'll find the popular attraction, the Great Wild Goose Pagoda. This is one of the largest Buddhist pagodas in China. You can also find the smaller version here, the Small Wild Goose Pagoda. Number 8. Chengdu. With 9,654,000 inhabitants, Chengdu is the largest city in southwest China. This city is known for its spicy food and its vibrant culture. The area covered by Chengdu City is approximately 5,551.45 square miles. It has a lot to offer, but the city still has a traditional feel regarding its markets and temples. It's rich in history and culture, making this city one of the finest places to stay in China. Visitors can find many ancient buildings and temples throughout Chengdu and beautiful gardens. The Wenshu Monastery Wenshu is the largest and best preserved Buddhist monastery in Chengdu. This city also has a long tradition of producing silk goods, which are readily available at local markets. Most of these goods are made from either silkworms or recycled materials such as milk cartons or plastic bottles. Some shops will have bargains on clothing and other household items as well. It's an excellent destination for anyone who wants to see a bit of Chinese culture mixed with modern-day living. Many restaurants, hotels, banks, and stores are available within the city limits. Visitors can easily walk around most areas without ever having to use public transportation if they choose not to do so. The absolute highlight of Chengdu is the Panda Breeding Center. You will find giant pandas, red pandas, and even newborn pandas here. Chengdu Panda Base not only takes care of breeding pandas, but also focuses on providing interactive activities that teach people about pandas and their protection. Number 7. Nanjing. The city of Nanjing has a population of 9,698,000. It's a cultural and economic center that produces automotive parts and has a major university at Nanjing University. Nanjing covers an area of 2,547 square miles. Nanjing is located between Shanghai and Beijing, and most travelers only see the train station as they whiz past in the state-of-the-art bullet train. And that's a shame because the former Chinese capital is a good example of a typical Chinese city, and there's a lot to see and do. At the time of the Ming Dynasty, Nanjing was the capital of China, and you will be constantly reminded of this during your visit to the city. Nanjing is a real Chinese city, with impressive city walls, gateways, and historic temple complexes. The literal highlight of your city trip to Nanjing is going to be the visit to the Purple Gold Mountain, located northeast of the city. This striking mountain is made up of a collection of parks and historic sites. You can take beautiful walks through the wooded area and cool off in the shade on a hot day. There are also several mausoleums on the mountain that are worth visiting. For example, take a look at the Mingfi Xiaoling tomb, where the first emperor of the Ming Dynasty is buried. Also special are the Sun Yat-sen Mausoleum, the Linggu Temple, and the Nanjing Botanical Garden. Number 6. Shenzhen. This is the city for you if you're looking for a place where your dreams can literally come true. A city of approximately 790 square miles in the southern part of the country, which has over 13 million residents. A few of the world's biggest tech companies have their headquarters in the city, including Tencent and Huawei. There are also plenty of international schools and universities to choose from, making it easy for expats to settle in this bustling metropolis. The Shenzhen skyline is also impressive with its dramatic mountain views. It may be crowded, but living here never means going far for anything, since just about anything that one could want or need is available at one of the countless malls around town. And even if there are plenty of expat-friendly amenities, it still retains many features that make it feel authentically Chinese. Number 5. Tianjin. Tianjin covers an area of 4,540.6 square miles. From its origins as a fishing village, it has become one of Asia's major industrial and commercial centers, with 120 industries. The economy of Tianjin is characterized by the rapid development and strong linkages with other sectors of the world economy. It's also one of the fastest growing cities in China, with a population of around 14,239,000. This makes Tianjin a busy and comfortable place to live. People work hard but have time for leisure activities. Public transport is cheap and efficient, making it easy to get around town on foot or bike lanes. There are also many parks dotted throughout the city where locals can enjoy their free time out of doors while soaking up some sunshine. Number 4. Guangzhou. Guangzhou is home to about 14,284,000 people. Life in Guangzhou is fast-paced and bustling with activity. It covers an area of 2,870.4 square miles. It's a great tourist destination for foreigners because there are so many different cultures to explore. One thing that sets the city apart from other cities is the natural environment. Lush green trees and modern architecture surround you as you walk down the street or take a tram ride through town. Another great attraction is the Canton Tower, which is 1,969 feet tall and the tallest building in all of Asia. You can also see some of China's most stunning gardens and parks in Guangzhou. Enjoying this serene atmosphere while exploring this beautiful city is worth taking some time. Number 3. Chongqing. Chongqing is the number 3 biggest city in China. It's about 103 times larger than New York, and it's also 51 times bigger than London and 36 times bigger than Tokyo. Actually, when Chongqing wasn't actually that big until 1929 when the Chinese government elevated it to a municipality. Over 17,341,000 people live in Chongqing. It is a major city in southwestern China. This city covers an area of 31,860 square miles. The city is located in southwest China, and it's the largest municipality of the People's Republic of China. It's known for its unique cuisine, its beautiful natural scenery, and fast-paced development. Residents of the city are proud to call themselves people from Chongqing. and enjoy living in this bustling metropolis where there's always something new to discover. It offers plenty of exciting entertainment, cultural attractions, and fascinating history. With more than 400 years under the jurisdiction of at least 4 different dynasties, Chongqing's past is rich with culture and architectural marvels like Guangzhou, a 3-story pavilion, and Shapingba Street Mosque, a well-preserved 18th century mosque. With so much to offer, it's no wonder that so many people believe that living here is the best thing about their hometown. Number 2. Beijing. Beijing, formerly known as Peking, is the capital of China. Beijing has a population of 21,776,000 people. This makes it the second largest city in China. Beijing covers an area of 6,336.1 square miles. As the capital of the People's Republic of China, it's grown into an international city with a thriving economy. Beijing has a beautiful skyline with many skyscrapers. The very tall building in Beijing is the China Zun. The building is 1,732 feet tall and has 108 floors. Beijing is famous for its food, especially Peking duck and dumplings, and for hosting cultural events such as the Beijing International Film Festival and China International Furniture Fair. The city is home to many of China's most famous landmarks and attractions, including the Great Wall of China, the Temple of Heaven, and the Forbidden City. It is a significant economic hub with thriving business districts and a burgeoning startup scene. Number 1. Shanghai. Based on population, Shanghai is the largest city in China. Shanghai has long been one of the largest and most developed cities in China. The city is located in the far east of the country and has over 26 million inhabitants. Gosh. Although there are also other major growth centers, Shanghai has for many decades been the place where the Chinese themselves come in hope of finding success and prosperity. The city is characterized by Western influences. The port of Shanghai is the busiest in the world. The area covered by the city is 2,448 square miles. Shanghai is home to several universities and research centers, such as Fudan University and Jiaotong University, which make it an educational hub for students throughout China. It's also well known for its high concentration of skyscrapers. For instance, the Jinmao Tower and the Shanghai World Financial Center are 2 famous examples of modern architecture in this bustling city. Not only is it a leading center of the economy, trade, and transport, but it's one of the best-known tourist spots in the country. The city is home to some of China's most iconic landmarks, including the Bund, Yu Garden, and the Oriental Pearl Tower. And there you have it, the 10 biggest cities in China. In conclusion, these cities play a massive role in the country's economic growth and development. They are not only hubs for production, but also consumption and trade. Each of these cities has unique characteristics and offers various advantages that make them stand out from the rest. So, what are your thoughts on these amazing top 10 biggest cities in China? Let us know in the comment section below. Also, if you have any topics you'd like us to cover, please let us know in the comment section below. We'd really love to hear from you. Give us a thumbs up if you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon for more videos like this. And yeah, we'll see you in the next video.